In 1953, Hugh Hefner created Playboy Magazine, building a multimedia brand and launching a debate about the media's treatment of women that still rages today. Hefner turned sex into a brand, with himself as its unofficial mascot. Along the way, he broke down some barriers, but he also crossed a lot of lines. Here's a look at some of the disturbing things everyone just ignores about Hugh Hefner. Violation of consent. Playboy launched to major fanfare thanks to the fact that the first issue featured nude photos of legendary blonde bombshell Marilyn Monroe. One problem: the photos were published without her consent. Unable to find work and desperate for money, Monroe had actually been paid just $50 to pose in the nude way back in 1949 for a calendar. Ashamed, she did the shoot under a fake name and begged the photographer never to reveal it was her. Once she became famous, though, Hefner bought the rights to the photos for $500 and used them to launch his empire, all without ever even meeting Marilyn.
I feel like you missed out by not being able to have her here in your home?
Oh yes, absolutely, yes.
Hefner would go on to use the same tactic again and again over the decades. In 1985, for instance, he published nude photos of Madonna from 1979 when she posed as an artist model. And in 1987, it was Vanna White whose old modeling photos were exploited, despite the fact that White and Hefner were friends at the time.
He was my friend. He said, we're going to put you on the cover. I said, Hef, if you put me on the cover, my career could be ruined, and they did it anyway.
Some friend. He tried to bribe Holly Madison. For 8 years, Holly Madison was one of Hefner's girlfriends, but in 2008, she decided to ditch her bunny ears and left Hef. In 2015, she released a tell-all memoir titled Down the Rabbit Hole: Curious Adventures and Cautionary Tales of a Former Playboy Bunny. In the bestseller, she claimed Hefner attempted to bribe her to remain at the Playboy Mansion by intentionally leaving his will out for her to see. According to Madison, Hefner planned to bequeath her $3 million if she stayed.
It just grossed me out.
The allowance ritual. Madison was one of the stars of the hit reality series The Girls Next Door, but like the rest of the girls, she wasn't paid for that work. Instead, Hefner compensated his girlfriends by paying them $1,000 a week to live with him in the Playboy Mansion and giving them all the free plastic surgery they wanted. And the allowance ritual was especially degrading. According to former playmate Isabella St. James, who wrote Bunny Tales behind closed doors at the Playboy Mansion, Hefner would have the girls line up in his bedroom every Friday and essentially beg for the money while he publicly reviewed their performance. St. James wrote, most of the complaints were about the lack of harmony among the girlfriends, or your lack of sexual participation in the parties he held in his bedroom. If we'd been out of town for any reason and missed one of the official going out nights, he wouldn't want to give us the allowance. He used it as a weapon. He buddied up with Bill Cosby. In May 2016, TMZ reported that a woman who accused Bill Cosby of sexually assaulting her at the Playboy Mansion in 2008 had added Hefner to the lawsuit, claiming the Playboy kingpin knew about Cosby's alleged predatory behavior but did nothing to protect her. According to the victim, it was Hefner who introduced her to Cosby. The suit alleges Hefner had a habit of inviting young and impressionable and possibly minor children to his residence and providing alcoholic beverages. And she's not the only one coming forward with allegations that Hefner was complicit in Cosby's crimes. In June 2017, Page 6 reported that Cosby was being brought to trial for allegedly molesting a 15-year-old girl at the Playboy Mansion in 1974. What's not in doubt is the fact that Cosby was a frequent flyer at the mansion for decades and a close friend of Hefner's, a relationship the two played up for laughs.
I wish you had a present for me.
Well, I do. You're going to be really surprised.
Party, party.
Hef told me I was with you. Get it?
Hefner issued a statement in 2014 that seems to simultaneously support and oppose the comedian. Bill Cosby has been a good friend for many years, and the mere thought of these allegations is truly saddening. I would never tolerate this kind of behavior, regardless of who was involved. Whether or not he's telling the truth is something the courts will decide. Thanks for watching. Click the Nikki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.